Alright. Let us begin. Story mode. Story mode. It's tied to the citizens used to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill. Is in difficulty reduced. That is true. Not be able to change during your playthrough. I think normal mode will work for me. This game difficulty is tied to your actions. The more lives you take, the easier it is. Okay then. My phone just live. But I already knew that. Ah.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Well, alright then.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
What a majestic beard. I can barely see what's going on. It's a full-on skeleton. Ew. That was pretty gross. Some death pit. It's all this black shit. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my chinchilla chewing on his woodlog thing.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
nasty boy. Let me stumble my way over to you. Just one tap of the stick. Tap. Where are you looking? Can I not walk in front of you? No. She doesn't get to see me coming. Or hear me. Like, shell-shocked ears right now, but I can hear him panting very loudly. Oh, she sounds so happy. Couldn't make that one out, but she was very happy to see us alive.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God.
I don't...
Mary!
Is that where the jugular is?
No, no.
Because she bled out fast. What a start.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
I guess
These
we run him.
patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare.
I guess
I need to get out of here.
just a brisk jog then.
This can't be happening.
There we go.
No! Please, stop! I mean you no harm.
Gotta go fast.
What's going on?
Down here.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled?
Shit, where'd it go?
Got it.
Now, I can defend myself.
With a machete.
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
What are you saying? I can dodge bullets?
Who are you? Stupid beast!
I want to hit you when you're like that.
Sorry.
Sorry, but not that sorry. Break him. Can't do it. Fair enough. I just want to look around. Though I suppose there isn't that much looking to do since I should be fleeing for my life.
No, please, stop!
Ugh. You shot me. Ow. You shot me again.
Who are you? What do you want?
Should be obvious what they want.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me. The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
He wants to shoot at me. That's not cool. Ooh. Owie.
I need to find shelter.
Health has been capped. Probably on account of the burns. Keep out. Let's go in.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Yeah. What's that? I had a sister once.
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Okay, well, what have we got? That looks like an exit. What's this? Fire and sun. Collectible. This. Oh, too late. Well, hello there. That is a face.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
Button-up shirt and
That's
pants is
impossible.
fancy. Gotta know what happens. I save. Saving. What happens?
The sun is high. I cannot leave now.
Okay. That's what happens. There. Stuff.
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as gold.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish.
So who stole the
I
jacket?
still have so much left that needs doing.
Yeah, I kind of want to get that jacket back. It's pretty sweet. This man is dead. It's a bullet hole. Bang banger.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital! Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Just sounded cool at the time, huh? What else we got? I swear that lit up for me to take. Maybe not. Is that it? That's it.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it.
Yeah, just go to sleep and it'll all be better when you wake up.
So be it.
Let the soothing strains get you to sleep. Gotta get revenge very good,
Rational
when
thinking
you're dead.
only.
How does this help? Pushing every other button. Well, alright then. Pistol sounded really weak. God, you look like a zombie. It's not where you shot yourself.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, who changes blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Evolution. Begin by selecting the available skill Autophagy. Drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. Select the first level and spend enough XP to unlock it. You've leveled up and feel stronger. Enough XP to unlock an aggressive skill. Choose one now. Claws. Blood Spear. Shadow Mist. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after. What does this do? So deeply you gain blood with each hit. It's done. Got this. Large spear. Damage. 3 small spears. Hit all enemies facing you. Range an individual damage. Shadows will pool in a single place. All targets within this area are struck constantly by slithers of darkness, causing them to fire will directly absorb the blood from the. I think claws. Claws seems cool. Rawr.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Something's missing here. Yeah, that's super ugly. It's gone.
Where is it? Closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
But he's home. I also can't see anybody out there.
Here's the leech. Here!
My head's spinning.
How does he do it?
It's locked, all right.
Offhand. Fake. Special effects and stamina. What happened to that gun I had? Firearm. I don't know how to use it. Weapon. No idea.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Over there!
Go back home.
Hello?
Die, vermin!
Bye. Ate a bite. Stunned enemy. Provides you with. Also refills your health. Delicious. Tasty.
A strength I never knew I had.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Delicious.
This shouldn't be possible.
Shit, that leech is fast!
Ouch.
Every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
That was a... excuse me. Hello there. Blood, please.
My strength,
Steak.
my reflexes.
Steak,
I'm
though.
not human anymore.
You just found that out now. Not the fact that you shot yourself blood all over the bed and didn't die. That didn't clue you in. Okay. Or I thought you were a logical man. What's this? King and country needs you. London opinion. It's the same poster.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Oh.
This is despicable.
But filling.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked.
Darn.
It's locked, all right.
Sure is. You're goddamn right. At least you can
Dizziness from
shadow
the jump. I can now control it. It's locked.
He's growing up so fast.
I cannot enter.
Still locked though. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
No real reason for it, but I thought it'd be fun.
What will London have to say to me?
Locked.
I've so many questions unanswered.
Someone direct me to the vampire store, please.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it.
Speaking with.
I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Did he not have loot? Yeah, I could go up there, but this is my chance to look around now. And look what I found. Aluminium and grease.
This is a slaughterhouse.
And look at that.
It's locked, all right.
It's sure locked.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
It's damn shame this is locked
It's
though.
locked, all right.
Went out of my way to find it. What a disappointment. It's black shit in the... Is it the plague? I want to breathe in the plague.
Where has everyone gone?
It's the middle of the night. What do you mean? Everyone's gone to bed. New hideout is available in this district. It's found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting or craft items at the workbench. Awesome. Stash, refill all. And you can craft medical treatments to heal 6 citizens, serums to boost yourself, and weapon upgrades. Common handle, common trigger. Look like weapon upgrade materials. Do I just drop? Cool.
That's strange. The trail is very erratic, as if the killer was drunk or hesitant.
Guess we'll continue to follow it. Except I'll look around over here. Maybe I shouldn't. This whole place opens up to me soon. I want to run around like a bloody hobo
At
forever.
last, a little life. Whoever he may be, the killer recently entered this bar. Maybe some of the locals saw him.
All the
I hope I live long enough to see
cleaning
them
these
wet
bloody
boys get
footprints.
what's coming to them.
Hey, excuse me.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
Did you see who made those footprints you're cleaning up?
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
How kind.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now.
Exactly.
And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders? What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say
Very.
the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
Alright. Tell me about the plague.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
Alright. See how it is.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
My God, thank you, Tom. You're so kind.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Man of our current generation.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
You're a goddamn saint.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Sure. Did one myself.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Lawless city is this?
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man.
I need that man.
I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Of course, Tom, I wouldn't dream of it.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Do you think?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
Okay, I don't think I need to ask everybody
Have you not
about
heard
this.
about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Yeah, okay.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I've heard enough.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
The power of Christ compels me.
Something I can do for you.
And
who might you be?
for details. So unknown now. Dr. Edgar Swansea.
Tell me, Who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
Just deny reality.
You can't be serious. I'm not a... No. I can't be a vampire.
Sir, believe me, this is very real. You are a vampire.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Cool, cool. Who is the lady?
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Well, fair enough.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I
Because you
followed a
told me
trail.
then.
The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
Yes, no, sure.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will end him.
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Well, alrighty then. I'ma steal your stuff.
Not long.
Over here.
It's locked, all right.
Locked up tight. Interrogate.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Sabrina.
Evening, sir.
Girl.
Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
The truth.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
So he was sick and drunk. That's a combination.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well, Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Just discovered a hint. About Tom Watts. Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. Blood quality bar indicates the XP you earn if you feed on this citizen. Lock hints to increase the amount of XP. I will not be drinking. Thank you. He's a wonderful man. The hell? Oh, Dyson. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Well, that's fucking rude.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir.
Dude.
Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
Listen, I've been on the teenager subreddit. You don't want to do that to the bottle. It'll get stuck.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders?
Yeah, right. Please.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every...
Yeah, okay. There's nothing.
I'll leave
here.
you to your bottle then.
Tom.
I think I'm
Welcome back.
Thomas.
Did you find what you were after?
I can't
Timmy.
say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Stranger. What about someone familiar?
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
How was he?
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps.
Unusual.
He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah, like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
Why'd you lie to me?
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Fair enough.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
He didn't deserve this.
Your thing. Suspect the boat is not an exit, but apparently he's over there. The camera zooms out far.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city?
Dude.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
That will?
This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
No, that's one of the watch guys.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Just do your vampire blink. I didn't think it would actually work. Is that a thing? No, that's a table. That's also a blood trail. Over here? I meant to sprint. There is nothing up.
Best turn around if I were you.
Okay.
Stay away.
Okay.
Don't come closer.
Okay. God. This and money. Sneaky. Sneaky snack.
Over there!
Got him. Press Y to use your ranged weapon. Like standard damage and stun damage.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Oh, about this body though.
I cannot enter.
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
It's locked.
Locked doors. Why even let me interact with them?
You've got one job, and that's to find it. Best stay back, sir. It's fair enough, Tom.
Okay.
But why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
Got him. I don't know why I picked up shotgun shells from him. It's really used a crossbow. Okay, it's that's the loot we were handed, so I guess I'll take it. Press spot enemies or display their enemy card. Enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. Physical, blood, shadow. Orange indicates it's high resistance. It's gonna be tougher to kill. Focus that one. How do I actually equip the gun? Excuse me. Here we go. Arms. Interesting. Huh. Alright.
It ain't human! Pin it down!
Greetings. Ouch. Stamina. Got him. Give me the loot. I see.
Watch yourselves!
Why, hello.
Here's one of them!
Owie. Okay. Stop that.
One of them! Watch yourselves!
Please. My son, he is very sick.
He's done for!
I can't believe I missed that many times in a row. Owie. Delicious. Collectible. Welcome to the chat room. That's not it. New practice is a new tactic. Alrighty then. Basically, that was saying hunting them down on their homes is for fools. To stalk them as they are out hunting. Why can I come up here? Guess there's no purpose, so hello? Quicker way to get over there. Just wanted to grab this. Saw it. Hello. There's a gun. Lupara. Son-off shotgun. I only have one shell, but interesting. I believe there's a man.
Over there!
Delicious. He had a single. Anybody else out here? Apparently I'm going. Pardon me. No need to suck. Rats and hideouts. Rats are often near hideouts. So keep out means come in. You're willing to sleep next to a dead man, huh? Well, I guess it's not so different from the first hideout. But there was a bench. This end. There it is. Well, that was kind of useless. Blood trail. Just gonna scoot closer so I don't hunch over in front of the microphone so much.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust.
Sean. William.
I need a drink. I'm so thirsty, William.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before.
The scythe, two-handed weapon. Equip a two-handed weapon and press Y to use its special ability. The scythe, for instance, can be used to carry an incoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly. Yeah, I'll play Dark Souls.
Drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more.
Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop.
I promise. You bloody respect your life.
It's locked, all right. This place reeks of bloodshed.
There's a lot of, aren't actually bodies.
Please, let go of me.
Oh my God,
hello
this
there.
creature
Can't
is
stand it
bedeviled.
anymore.
I must put it down.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, how about some of that? I pushed the wrong button. The good old 1-2. Oof, that was wrong. It's hurting. I'd rather it didn't. God, you hurt. Ouch. Really hurts. Excuse me, where is my gun? Oh there, buddy boy.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain
okay.
skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you?
What's a skull?
What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
I mean, that barely counts. That would have been
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Right. We shall investigate the body after investigating the surroundings for lead rods and shards. Lead stick. How do you spend a lot? Candles. Shiny or just... Now I know up there.
I cannot enter. It's locked.
Locked it. Seriously though, what happened to my gun? Really? How it works? Kinda lame. You know what? Not much anyway. Did I get a blow? Real though? How come I clearly a spot I can get something up there for me? Illinois.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Well, alright. Whoopsie. And you need a bath.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician. Like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Big fan, huh?
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
We don't appear to be moving anymore. Are we here?
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Do it.
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Now, where's the clothes? Bit of a shame to find a clean into. Change into clean clothes when you're still so dirty with blood. You'll just rinse off in the river.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Let go of his hand, man. Looking dapper. It's this way, I imagine.
You can do better than that. Nah, it's my turn.
A fight.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the sweat of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Bruh.
Supposed to give you good folk. Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You you think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
A little more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain. Quality of more XP. Drink the blood of your prey. First need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from a rise level must be higher than resistance. Press LB to mesmerize. Look into my palm.
Bring this
Follow
fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Just A to embrace, or B to release. Embracing will provide a massive XP boost, but beware there will be consequences. Learn more about citizens. Collecting their hints will increase experience gain. Or say to continue. He's only worth 500 XP. That's not really massive.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Time to assist.
Whoa, I feel giddy. What happened?
I don't really know. But you're welcome.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
The plague in here. Seem like it. Hello?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Oh, really? I don't really care about.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Not that I could help anyone.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you.
Really? Already?
Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
What's this? Small Alcohol bottle.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Closer. Methodology.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Dabblers.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Let's go to my office. Second floor. Stay floors. Yeah. Ground floor doesn't count as first floor. Can't go in. Unless this is saying first floor. I really can't. I mean, the label says second floor or first floor. They made that fast.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
I'm poetic. Please forgive the mission. Sleep all day. Help you out. Here's Edgar. Give some concerning what I discovered. Feel free to read it. Alright.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Well, It's a shame we don't have a sink to get it water. Real shame. The lamp green. Analyze. Regenerate 300 health points instantly. 50 over 15 seconds.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time. I am not.
But people here. This will snooze though. Can invest in other stuff now. Interesting move. Wow. Seem to fight. I definitely want more stamina. Level 6 required for that. Let's get one more for endurance. Four. Good. Technically level 5. Quite 6. Oh well. Didn't lock science. Still. As well as the defensive intact abilities. Coagulation seems good.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals.
From the
What about
mortals.
my thirst for blood?
Sorry, is somebody calling for me? What?
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up!
Okay.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
No antiseptics at all.
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Didn't she say it used to be the store? Okay. Hacksaw. Sounds like a Bloodborne weapon. Stamina. Though. See about upgrading it. You can upgrade your weapon to a new level. Look more damage and also get instant customization slots. Is it increasing damage dealt or absorbing blood when hits? Sure. sounds great. Cool. Steak. That's the real question here. Damage consumption down. Stun. Don't have enough tiny common handles. No, the plant is
flower's
dying.
dying. It needs water.
Water. It's such a rare resource. On Earth am I going to find water? Check out the more. Eager to stab things in the neck. And then, well, those things would be my fangs. And the neck would be the neck. I'm just looking for the stuff I can loot. Like, you look like I can loot, but I can't. I can open this garbage though. Got some grease. Public notice. Prevent influenza. Cover each cough and sneeze with a handkerchief. Walk to work. Spit. Your own cup. Avoid crowds. If taken ill, go to bed and send for a doctor. Make a mask. Take a piece of ordinary cheesecloth. Fold it to make it 8 by 8 inches. Next, fold this to make it 8 by 4 inches. Put cords about 10 inches long at each corner. Apply over mouth, shown in the picture. Little makeshift mask. It's ridiculous how relevant this
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Yeah, there's a person right here outside of our hospital. Kind of bad. That's my gun. Oh, okay. Good. Cool. Oh. Scaffold. Oh. Fucking no. Why can I come up here? Door. This is not my room. I don't know why I'm up here. Don't know why at all. So many bad guys. So I'm playing 2 different. Gotta be more aggressive. my dude. Damaged health doesn't seem to be going away. Trash. Photography in a wallet. Wow. That's the... Quarantine. Contagious disease. Violating quarantine will result in a... So that's the morgue. What's this building right here? Can't be the hospital. I've got no idea what this building is. It's just a passing through building. All right. Those are some strong legs. Just charges straight through the benches. How long ago did you move the supplies over here? Also, I understand that, nice people, but why would you put the supplies in a mold? Anything, you should patients in the morgue. Oh, when you're dead, they already have a place to be put to rest. Oh, you're still alive.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Some supply. Some bullets.
I cannot enter.
Get into the door open. And have no intention of ever being opened.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Does it also work up here?
It's locked.
That's a negative. Shall we fight, my dude? Alright, I think I'm getting a little better at this combat.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. as popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
I always said basement. Clearly, basement is where we're going. Sprint button. Whoa, hello. Huh. Stood there like he was.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Right. They have a pretty simple pattern. Weren't resistant to bullets. I might consider using them on you. This game hiccuping. Very rude, sir. Listen, just a card. Whip it and press Y to directly absorb blood. Doesn't stun.
It's locked.
Just does blood. No stun. Especially when I found. I think you can do that. Resist. I changed. like that you did that. Oh my god.
These
So much
scars
blood
can
wasted.
be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Right?
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Hello? Ah, excellent. Crafting. Craft of or fatigue. Did I do? Generates. That was fair. Just have to go. Sensei immune to gun. Switch to this. See how that works. We encounter it. Yeah, just the blood isn't very great. Just 3 blood. Whoa, a lot. Oh. See, I'm a big fan of blood knife. For starters, drains 3 blood. My hacksaw 2.5. So basically, Alright. Done. They respawn above me too. Don't see any, but this is.
I cannot enter.
I suppose it. Not coffee.
They may lack the resources, but we have some brilliant minds in London and Pembroke.
Oh.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
A doctor's work is never done. Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Is the correct medicine to heal them? Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
Further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year? You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Hello.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Fatigue.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Oh.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Alright.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Alright, fine.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Hello, madam.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Thank you doing that.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Nice.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
I don't think your social standing means much during a time of crisis.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
It surely wouldn't.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
There's Mortimer here.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Very overprotective.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
I have to go now, sir. But don't...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Citizen's blood. I do massive heroism. Fire game. It really suck. This lady. She's the one charged.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Is that the right use of the word euphemism?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Nurse Hawkins,
I wish I could...
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long you been here?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Oh. Milton's the ambulance driver, huh? I think I picked up his wallet.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Huh.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Kind of picked up on that.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
So is she not the... Were you the one that charged?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
It is true.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Sleeping at night.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an
Sorry,
invisible
volunteer
killer?
nurses.
Some nurses have already resigned.
Volunteer nurses, huh? Oh, 5. God.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
But you already started.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Their or his?
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
What's the... Can't figure out who she was talking about. This man needs fatigue. Or medicine. Alright,
last summer's epidemic was difficult.
If only I were young again. Just a dozen years or so.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Sorry, is
I'm
that
new.
a Chinese?
I've already heard
Chinese
about you,
Japanese
Dr. Reed.
armband?
I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver
can't
for this
fucking
shithole of a
talk.
hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed.
And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Found your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr.
Pippa.
Reed.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit
tragic
rough recently.
Truly.
What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
I already did remember the wallet.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Just look on the bright side of life.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other, and that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Yeah, haven't you ever seen General Hospital? I haven't, but my mom did.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Damn. $145 money. I'll buy the bullets. The item can be recycled into components, and that is what I will do. Hawkins still in. Oh, right, he's the... Hello?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Let's get personal. Yeah.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye.
What about charging for a bed, though? Maybe I can ask again about that.
Good evening.
Tell me more.
The ambulance driver.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed.
She charged?
Yes.
I share.
I don't
So she
Goodbye,
didn't
Mrs.
say.
Goswick.
Said that nurse. Wasn't this one, was it?
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
What can you tell me about the epidemic, Nurse Crane? I've been out of touch since I've come back to England.
Everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu
Her
was under
accent is
control,
different.
at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
Interesting.
For how long have you been working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
Really? Oh, that's a hell of a first job.
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
What about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed, we don't have the money and resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
How is the duty roster organized?
Everybody works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
Workaholics.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
I mean, I get it. God bless the healthcare professionals. Talk to you eventually. Please don't flash the cross
Please,
at me.
Jonathan, come in.
Alright, Hamlet. Sure thing.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death.
We're awfully friendly with that skull.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Whoa there.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Each other, Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
His idle animation is very... It happens a lot. I believe it's time for me to call it a night. Put the cat kids to bed and all that. So, yeah, with that, good night.